2001 saw the release of the Rescue Heroes' first and only PlayStation game, Molten Menace.
Rescue Heroes. Cool guys who are good guys. Leap into action with the Rescue Heroes team on PlayStation in Rescue Heroes Molten Menace. Save a town from red-hot lava with Air Rescue Specialist. On water with Gill Gripper. And on land with Rocky Canyon. Rescue Heroes!
The year 2001 didn't produce too many new figures, though. It added a few to the previously existing teams from the last year's collection. For instance, to the Extreme Rescue Heroes was added Gill Gripper on his jet ski, and Cliffhanger with his hang glider, as well as a new snowboarding hero named Alpine. Also, to the Highway Heroes were added new hero Willie Stop, Jake Justice on his motorcycle, and a new hero, the first and only one to have a disability, Aiden Assist, an EMT who rides in a souped-up wheelchair. This is what he looked like in an early prototype version that appeared on the internet. It looks like Matt Medic's body in a wheelchair with a circular saw that doesn't even spin. But like I said, that was just a prototype. When the real version was finished, this is what it looked like. The last addition was made to the Blaze Busters. It was Hal E. Copter, who, since the last time he was seen, had gotten a shave. It was around this time that the Rescue Heroes logo was changed from being big on the bottom to being big on the top. But one new team was released, the first in a line of special voice tech teams that did more than just talk. The new team was called Mission Command Voice Tech. On the team were Billy, Wendy, Jack, and Jake from the original team. But if you recall, two more were added, Rocky Canyon and Roger Houston. This team didn't just talk on their own. Each figure came with a computer chip that plugged into their backpack or anyone else's, and on the chip was the voice of Warren Waters, the character from the TV show that they never made a toy of yet. On Billy's chip, he talked about fire. On Wendy's, about tornadoes. On Jack's, about earthquakes. On Jake's, about floods. On Rocky's, about avalanches. On Roger's, about space emergencies. And when you push the button repeatedly, they converse back and forth. Released along with this team was the biggest Rescue Heroes toy yet, the Aquatic Rescue Command Center. It includes an elevator, a helicopter pad, equipment pack holders, buoy launcher, interior rooms, a crane, even a whale to rescue. The ARCC, or ARC as it came to be known, was compatible with the Mission Command chips with Warren Waters' voice on them. The chip plugged into the top above the screen. The screen itself was the premiere of a new voice technology called Video Mission. Besides showing Warren's mouth open and close as he spoke, you could plug in different video cards to show brief moving images of a disaster. But Video Mission technology wouldn't be turned into a new voice tech team until next year. But we'll get to that later. Something else would catch your attention as you look at the front of that year's catalog. Coming soon to Kids WB. That's right, The rescue heroes were returning to television, to a different station, and after a year-long absence. The complete title of the new show was Rescue Heroes GRT, which stands for Global Response Team. This title was applicable because in the old show, only 10 humans and 2 animals were ever shown from the team. But in the new show, the rescue heroes truly were a global response team. Many new characters were introduced, who, up until then, had only been toys. Starting with the first episode, this was the case, with the introductions of Hal E. Copter and Bill Barker and Buster. The second season was noticeably different from the first. The quality of animation was much higher and more detailed, without all the mistakes common in the first season. There was a new theme song.
Global Response Team.
Aerial Flyer had a different, nasally voice.
So think like a rescue hero. Think safe.
And the QRV, Quick Response Vehicle, seen so often in the first season, was never seen again. But Comet the Space Monkey, who was seen in the pilot episode but never in the first season, returned. The heroes weren't drawn as bulky and clumsy looking as they were at first. They still had the signature features, muscular build with big feet, but these were toned down a bit. They looked much sleeker and were given much cooler costumes. The R logo flashing belt buckle was now hidden by a circular cover, and it opened up only in emergencies. On the 4 corners of the circle were buttons that can do different things.
In honor of their bravery, we present this plaque to the rescue heroes.
Oh, excuse me.
The data packs were redesigned to open like a compact.
What's our mission, sir?
Illy, a Japanese bullet train is in trouble. Its electrical and brake systems have failed, sending it hurtling towards the city center at 180 miles per hour. You must get to the central station ASAP and try to stop it.
We're on our way.
Another new concept was the voice-activated system locator, which can find any rescue hero on file.
System, locate Hal E. Copter and Bill Barker. Respond.
Subjects located.
This is Hal E. Copter checking in for duty. Bill Barker and Buster here. Howdy, y'all.
Something else was different about this season. Most of the time, 2 episodes, 11 minutes each, were fit into the half-hour time slot for the week. Also, more story writers were used for the second season, as opposed to just one writer for the whole first season. Some of the storylines that season were a spoiled teenage pop star who gets in a plane crash, and she happens to be Rocky's favorite singer.
You gotta believe.
Whoa, sounds like a pressure leak.
No, worse. Teenage angst.
You can't do.
Sorry.
Rocky's frustrating endeavor to think outside the box.
This is it?
Sure. Just connect all 9 dots with 4 straight lines, and the pencil can't leave the page.
Taking it easy on the rookie, huh? This is gonna be a breeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh.
Roger Houston feeling sorry for himself when he thinks that he's never part of the action because he works in the space station.
Just once, I'd like to be in the middle of the action.
Time for some boring satellite repairs. Yep, that's me, Roger Houston, space mechanic.
There's nothing boring about it, Roger. We need the satellite functioning to track meteorites and a million other things. You know that.
I know.
Jack Hammer's feud with his sister Jill Hammer when she decides to be a firefighter.
Jill,
Hey, Jack, save a little paint for the house.
how long have you been in the Texas Fire Brigade?
6 months. I'm sorry. I was gonna tell you, I just didn't know how. Wow, they're a prestigious unit. Congratulations, Jill.
I don't think so. Look, I promised Dad I'd always look after my kid sister. You're quitting that job.
What?
If you'll excuse us, Wendy, Jill and I will discuss this inside.
You better believe we will.
Billy Blaze is confined with a broken foot while Wendy has to take over command when a huge car pileup occurs in Britain.
Sign right here.
It'd be an honor.
Duty calls. We answer.
Rocky meeting up with his old basketball team.
Yes, great shot, Carter, my man.
B-ball? Great. College, pros, what?
High school, the Gotham Monarchs.
That the team you were captain on?
A movie star and stuntman named Truman Largo, who's stuck on himself and thinks he's good enough to be a rescue hero.
I'm really starting to get a feel for this rescue hero thing.
Glad you think so, Truman. Having a big star like you making a rescue movie is, well, a real treat.
I want to absorb everything you do so that my stunts will look as realistic as possible.
And a new team member that Billy distrusts. It's not a man, it's not a woman, it's not even an animal. It's a rescue hero's robot named Rivet.
There is no way I'm working with that oversized toaster.
But Billy, Rivet and Rabiot are my most spectacular inventions to date. They're fire retardant, waterproof. They'll be a stupendous asset to your team.
I'm sorry, Professor Pending. My grandfather didn't need some robot, and neither do I.
I'm as old-fashioned as churned butter, but I think the professor's onto something with these thingamaboppers.
Think what you want. Rocky and I are sticking to the tried and true. Right, Rocky?
This is so cool! Look!
In my opinion, the best episode of Season 2, possibly the whole series, was the one where Rocky makes a mistake on a mission and decides that he isn't good enough to stay on the team. This episode was a fan's dream because of all the background info that was provided, as several heroes told Rocky the stories about how they became rescue heroes. Here's a clip from Jake Justice's story. Here's a clip from Wendy Waters' story.
I have a plan. Here, grab my hand. Bring it up now.
Here's a clip from Aerial Flyer's story.
Hello, Ader.
Hello, Flyer. Well, I guess you're pretty smug now that Aerial Flyer and her parachuting wonders are the star attraction of the air show. Well, I'm warning you. I will be back. Avery Ader will not be denied his glory.
You're gonna have to do a lot more than talk to be number one. Take over.
Jack Hammer was hired to build the command center. Here's the clip from his story.
I don't believe this.
want to extend your contract.
Also shown was the command center being constructed, the team's very first mission, the tryouts for membership.
Okay, clamp down hard, plant your feet, and go! Cut the water, cut the water! I'd say hit the showers, but seem a little redundant.
Gentle, don't over-control, keep your reference points straight. I'm on it. This is the exact reason I always let the valet park my helicopter.
Grab the lever on the left, stomp down with your left foot, and then slowly release the left hand, and slowly twist with the right. Way to go, Jack!
I'm not doing this on purpose, Jake! That thing has more kick than my granny's jalapeno chili.
Until I had my team. I thought I picked it because they were the best. Took me a while to realize why I really picked them. To the rescue heroes!
Yes!
And Rocky's original application video, which he submitted when he was a mid-teenager and not old enough to join yet.
Hi, my name is Rocky Canyon. I'd really like you to see this. Say hi to the helmet eye, Rocky. Hi to the helmet eye, Rocky. How's it going down there, Rocky? Rock solid, Mr. Yakuda.
The only 3 episodes that didn't have the catchphrase, "Think like a rescue hero, think safe" at the end were Eye of the Storm, Trapped Beneath the Sea, and Houston, We Have a Problem. Another interesting aspect this year was the lost episode, but we'll get to that later. Also this year, a new computer game was released called Meteor Madness. Besides having improved graphics, this game didn't have the same babyish look of its predecessors.
Rescue heroes!
Rescue heroes! There's no time to waste. These are the rescue heroes you'll be working with. Billy Blazings. Aerial Flyer. Alpine. Wind Chill. Gill Gripper. Nemo. Jake Justice. Rocky Canyon.
Rescue heroes!
We have to rescue the world from Meteor Madness. Meteor Madness.
Command Center has confirmed. Meteors are pummeling the planets. Beta 559.
Warren Waters to Billy Blazing.
Copy, Commander.
Report immediately to the Australian outback.
I'm on my way.
Delta 441.
Warren Waters to Alpine.
At your service.
A meteor impact has triggered an avalanche in the Alps.
No one gets left behind. Alpha 821.
Warren Waters to Gill Gripper. Do your copy.
Loud and clear.
A tidal wave has flooded the movie studios.
Epsilon 307.
Warren Waters to Rocky Canyon.
Here, Commander.
A rock slide has trapped hikers high on the cliff wall.
No one gets left behind.
Things were going great for Fisher-Price, a division of Mattel. Fueled by the TV show, Rescue Heroes figures were quickly becoming one of the hottest toys on the market and highly collectible too. But later that year, something would happen that would be even more of a boost for the franchise. But a tragedy for the nation.